be on any more fundraising.
Well, I will be not too long, but I'm excited to share some updates. We continue to make progress in our various building projects. Knowing that it is an extraordinary moment, we are tackling a lot. Thanks totally to the incredible investment and advocacy and support from county board, and administration, and leadership. We're grateful for all the partners and pieces that are put in place to allow us to address again some of the outstanding facility needs. I can be grateful for when it's over, right, and look forward to that time when we're able to shift our capacity and attention to other matters, but continue to plot forward, not plot forward, but make progress, right? The things I wanted to share briefly with y'all tonight, wanted to take some time just to share with you this sort of bigger packet. I feel like it's really important. I know how within your role, serving on the Education and Recreation Committee, while the county itself has only one formal school, the Civil Hub, I know you're doing for all children in Brown County, and have been so patient and tolerant of my talking on and on and on about the library's efforts to support their grade reading proficiency, all of our work for, again, that 0 to 8 range for families and caregivers. We had the library participated in a recent summit meeting around early literacy, hosted by Brown County, and this was one of the documents that they shared in their day. It was an amazing day with many different partners from multiple sectors around the county and state, really all convening to again see how do we continue to make forward. There's been some amazing progress that has been done since the library co-hosted with Brown County, and thanks for Troy for being a part of that. A summit in October 2022, calling attention and drawing awareness and leading that spark to like, we got to do something. And we should continue to feel proud as a community about the progress we've made. Some of those are highlighted in here, including some nice data dashboards. It's really important to look at this effort because it's a long-term effort. We need the data to continue to guide us, right? We can't, we can feel emotionally about it, but feeling emotionally about this issue is not going to, make kids better readers. It continues to be an extraordinary effort. And what I appreciate about this document is that it has a lot of demographic information about our various Brown County communities, our different school districts, some of the challenges, just really paints a very illuminating picture of what we're looking at countywide, which is why particularly I wanted to share with you all. It breaks it down in terms of the reading proficiency, where we're at, again, sort of throughout the county, and different factors too. So it is a 27-page document, so you can't skim through. But I look forward to continue dialogue around what's in here. And again, how do we as a county work with not just the library, but all of our partners to really continue to tackle this. So it continues to be this great work. But again, so thanks for reading it. It is really worth the time, and I appreciate the great work that's been done into helping us understand, again, the full picture. So, terrific. Things that you want to know about. Dan, I appreciate your note about the reindeer cheer. Supervisor Fino reported that he tried to get in, and the line was too long.
It was huge.
Well, those reindeer are nice looking animals. That was, again, every time I talk about any of our library events, just makes my heart sing with happiness to report on just how our libraries are transformed by the people who come in, for sure. And libraries are at their very best when they are filled with people doing something as a community. So Reindeer Cheer was great. We had over 700 people show up, with people of all ages. It was really great. It was great to see single people come, single older adults, and then whole families come together with 3 or 4 generations just all coming and checking things out. It remains one of my favorite community events. East Choir is extraordinary, I have to say that, and they had great things to say about our acoustics. I would be remiss if I didn't report back on that. The teens thought that they said terrific, and they did. Every time I get a chance to praise our young people, especially those in performing arts at various public schools, I just have to give a great shout out. Of course, we've got lots of activities coming up in the coming month. I've included some of those just highlighted ones here on the left, just so that you can see some of the activities, hoping that maybe some might be of interest to constituents and members of communities. Lots of great interesting things that are happening, everything from computer basics to Jane Austen's 250th birthday celebration. And of course, it wouldn't be and start of the new year, if I didn't say tax time is just around the corner. So beginning of February, we'll begin to receive tax forms. The library again participates in the federal and state tax form distribution program, so we take what forms are available now. Again, in the past 30 years, it's really decreased in terms of what paper forms we have available for members of the public. But I think that we're one of the few places where people will be able to get paper tax forms. A lot of folks still, file their paper or tax forms. A lot of it has to be online. And of course, that it's going to be free tax preparation for older folks in our county, as well as those who are lower and low to middle income residents too. So those are by IRS certified volunteers through ARPA, so AARP. So, free tax forms, it's our civic responsibility that we're all happy to file taxes. I'd be happy to share.
Well, you do a great job, not a good job, a great job. Absolutely. And I just want you to update us on how it's going downtown, and then how at Schwabenland and Denmark, on those three, and give us a brief update.
Regarding the facility,
Yeah.
Okay, great. I will go alphabetical order. So we're getting with Ashwaubenon. Our contractor is mobilized in the interior build out, and that is moving along very smoothly. Weekly construction meetings, I'll be going to one tomorrow, and we again anticipate no issues with the completion of that project. Pending, there's always I'm not going to put, there's no wood, supply chain disruptions. We know that that's beginning to creep up with some components of some parts, although we've probably done a good job of ordering things ahead of time. I acknowledge that is a variable over which we have no control. So we'll see. That looks great, and we're still looking at mid-year opening. Central Library, we are continuing to, we've taken a little time off over the holidays since we last met, so we had a huge number of meetings last month, but continue to meet with our partners from the Bay Area Workforce Development Board, and is that one-stop operator for the Job Center, overseeing all the service partners of PWD, and our pals at ADRC of Brown County, to continue the work on the proposal to co-locate within Central Library to create an innovative new model of service and public space. So we are excited for that to continue to move forward. It goes slowly because it's a big project, and it's never been done before. So we're trying to move forward thoughtfully and responsibly. And where we are now is just working to confirm that that the facility and the adjacency to necessary parking, for those times when it's needed, is in place. So those are really great conversations. They just take time. I'm tremendously grateful for, again, our county leadership, the county board, and administration, for their work in negotiating and navigating conversations with municipal partners to make sure that we can get to where we want to end up being. I don't have a sense of how long those timelines might take, because people are being thoughtful and careful, and I really appreciate all the great effort that's been going into making sure that we're proceeding properly. But it's moving forward, I can certainly say that. And so I really continue to be convinced that this is really a really optimal model for us in our community, as I continue to see the impact of having the job center located right there, the difference that makes for individuals, the difference that makes for partnerships. I was just talking this morning with somebody about how the combination of partners within the facility over time, the next 10, 20, 30 years, will really transform into something that we haven't seen before as we think about all of those aspects, for instance, of career development. The Common Core curriculum calls for, career talk to start in kindergarten. That's pretty early. And fortunately, kindergartners are one of the library's, biggest audiences. So we see that again, that we have an opportunity to really take a much exciting new lens again about how we work within our community to help folks find their path. Because everyone's going to have a job at some point, and so we're really excited again about the long-term impact of our collaborative effort. You'll hear more and more, I'm sure, as this continues to unfold, and I'm excited about that work continuing to unfold. It's extraordinary, and I'm really, again, grateful for the county's investment in this incredible community project. Denmark continues to be the Bee's Knees project. We're continuing to meet our deadlines for the administration of that grant. We to be grateful for the support of, again, county partners, our state through their grant funding, and we anticipate meeting our goals to be ready by the time the grant term expires, right, or else we have to give the money back. So we're gonna get that library open right before that, and it's going great. I think that the Denmark community is gonna be really excited to see. You know, it's interesting, as we talk about Denmark, one of the things I noticed here, you know, again, amongst our communities, some of those declines in reading proficiency in Denmark. And, you know, as I think about the long-term impact on Denmark, not having another location, we're eager to get back in there and again, sort of start more robustly engaging in the work with those partners to make sure that, you know, from Denmark to downtown Greenville, all of our kids are reading proficient.
Mr. Chairman? Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Director, I read where with the Schwabenon facility, we're still about $100,000 short.
Yes, sir.
And we have to raise some money. How's that coming?
Well, we're getting some tremendous response from our community. I'm so grateful for all of the caring, kind, and people in our community who have been telling us they want to be part of the project, and we need their help. It is true that building costs for the project have gone up. It's not because we've been, you know, putting in golden, you know, crystal banisters or, you know, marble countertops, because the cost of materials and labor have gone up that are exceed our control. I appreciate the ways in which the library board has sought to manage all of the facility needs with available financial resources. And we knew that with that Schwabenon, because it's a different type of project than our East Branch and a different timing as well, that we would need some philanthropic partnership to close our goal to make the project complete. So we're looking forward, and we're again continuing to accept contributions.
Are you cautiously optimistic we're gonna be able to cover that?
Well, Supervisor Vino, I think you would probably say that I'm an optimistic person by nature.
I'll have to restate that.
That's okay. I am confident that we'll meet our goal.
Yeah.
The response has been terrific, and we know that we're continuing to receive contributions from the and it's, you know,
Good. Yeah, right.
Supervisor Wolf, go
Thank you,
ahead.
Mr. Chair. Just wanted to comment, I drove by the facility today and saw the drive-through and everything. I can't wait to visit. So, thanks for your work on it. I know it's been a lot, so.
Well, thank you. It's gonna be, we'll all be really proud of the project. Yeah. And thank you again for all of your support and advocacy and effort, and it's really been an incredible team project.
Well, you have a lot going on. You're working with a lot of different departments, not just within the county, but the state. You just got a lot of stuff going on.
Well, it's an
ADRC.
exciting time, right? A lot to do. Again, the building project's creating an additional body of work that it's important to address, and then we know that they'll be done. Right? We're not gonna come say, let's build more libraries, y'all. But, I wouldn't say that. So, no, but again, we couldn't do it without an incredible library staff. The library board is an extraordinary partner in the work, and our oversight committee, the county board, all the county departments are really impressed what our committee team can do.
Thank you very much.
Yeah, thank you.